What's up, everybody? It's Cam, and this is my Toy Week on T update, which I guess is kind of almost like 5 months around there. So there's not a, well, there are some important things for me to talk about. I went finally to the clinic this past Saturday, and I met my friend there, and of course, she had an appointment, and of course it was crowded because everybody was there on the one day the doctor is in town. So she talked to the doctor, and then I got set up at the clinic, so I have my card and everything. And so this is Nagumo Clinic, and so I had to wait probably about 2 more hours after that before I was actually seen. But I went in and I saw the doctor, and everything was okay. And he asked me what clinic I had gone to before, and how long I've been on hormones and how much I was taking and everything like that. And I guess kind of like he asked what else did he ask? He asked about my cycle and etc. 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 So he and I told when I told him I was using 83 around 83 milligrams as my dosage, which he was okay with. So while the other doctor kind of was really, really trying to say no, just use 250 milligrams. This doctor was like, yeah, you can probably regulate your body and like what your body needs better than I can. So he let me do 125. So yeah, I decided to move up a little bit to 125. And so I got an injection there in the shoulder. They do them in the shoulder there. And asked him, I was like, I travel a lot, like, so it's really, I kind of need to do self-injection, like, and in the States, where I'm from, most people do self-injection. So he was like, really? And that's interesting, because it's not very common here. So apparently, like, what my previous doctor did is not very common. So he's like, I don't really do this, but, since hormones aren't dangerous, I've been kind of thinking about possibly moving in the direction of doing this. So he gave me 2 ampules and accompanying syringes. He was like, so if something happens, or if I'm not here, or I can't make it to the clinic, I can, or if I just feel the need to regulate what I'm doing, I'll be able to do it myself. And he was like, but if I can, like, please go into the clinic. So I mean, and the clinic is in a convenient place for me. It's around some place where I go weekly. So on that day, that I'm always like seriously like a 5 walk away from there, then I'll try to like go in and get things done or not. So of course I also asked him about getting a blood test, but he was like, they only do them every 6 months. He says he only recommends getting them done every 6 months. So he was like, you don't need one yet. But he's like, but if you want one, of course you can get one. And I was pressed for time on that day, so I didn't do it then. But basically, any time that I go in, I can get it done, like just by one of the nurses, of course. So that's what I'm thinking that I'm gonna do the next time that I go in. But yeah, so everything's good. I moved up to 125 milligrams. Um, oh, he also, like, I told him that, I was taught to do my shot in my leg, and he was like, oh, wow, that's, like, one of the most painful places to do it. Which, it doesn't really hurt me. It doesn't hurt doing injections there, but the pain after the injection was definitely more than the pain after the injection here. So, yeah, it was interesting talking to him. And he was very encouraging of, getting top surgery, which I'm like, well, I'll be getting it as soon as I can afford it. So, and I cannot wait for that. So, yeah, that's basically how my visit to that clinic went. Since I got one shot there and I paid for 2 more, basically he sold me to, the way he put it, I paid around Roxanne. Roxanne. Around $60. So, you know, not all that expensive. but definitely more than what I guess I was paying for shots before, because I was getting 3 shots out of 1 ampule instead of 1 shot out of 1 ampule. So that is pretty much all I have to talk about right now. I gotta get ready to go to work. Oh, I moved also. I moved. So I guess I'll talk about that in another video. So thank you everybody for watching. Thanks to everybody who's been commenting on the things that have been going on recently. For those of y'all who I have not been corresponding with, well, I'm so sorry. I promise that I will get around to responding. Just life has been crazy. I travel a lot. I moved, and just craziness, as I always say. So again, thank you all for your support. I hope everybody is doing fantastically. And until next time, take care.